teens check their phones 100 times a day. A quarter of them say they're online almost constantly, quote unquote. So, why do adolescents in particular need self binding strategies, which are physical barriers between themselves and their phones, to have that healthy relationship with technology?
Yeah, I think again this is also tricky and complex. Like um, how I would start thinking about this is again like coming back to these like functions of like why we are online. And I think one very huge difference between like the young generations now and like adult users is for what adolescents use social media. And I think one very illustrative example of this is that I think for younger users, being online also means being socially included. So
Yeah.
so it's way more, or it makes a way more substantial part of their social identity. So they, to some degree, you could even say like they have to be online to be included, to like know what's up. And there's a lot of fear of missing out, right?
Yeah.
And so I think this is important to understand that there's just a higher need for adolescents to be online, and that's super understandable. I think that's important to note, and it also is very important because I think it navigates and informs us about like what kind of interventions are important, right? Like what kind of interventions work for adolescents differently than they work for adult users. And so I think there's just a lot more basically functionality and utility for adolescents to be in digital spaces, and that also means that there's of course like more risks in different directions for this to like get out of control.
Yeah. You mentioned FOMO and all the social stuff, super, super important. We've always had social comparison. We've always had FOMO. We've always had
Mhm.
social exclusion. It's just the way we talk about it is technology's just sort of taken these things and sort of supercharged them, right? Like turn them up a
Absolutely.
whole lot. So that makes it really hard to navigate.